guys, Jecothebeast F1 here. Today we are in my career mode for the first ever career mode on this channel. Today we are going to Australia, going to be making our car. Where are we going to be? R4 here for some reason, but I don't know why. So we're starting in career mode here today, guys, for this channel. Going to be with McLaren Honda. Going to call the F1 into career. See, I typed that fast. I am on PlayStation. But I'm just going to skip everything, the cutscenes, the stuff, the blah 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 blah. And we'll be heading straight to qualifying. This is a short video because I'm in the McLaren Honda. And it's not the best thing in the world. I'm lucky to be in the points position. To finish in points position for this race. So just little stuff just to say. First, I'm in the wheel. Can probably hear, maybe, I don't know, but it's a Logitech G29, so yeah, it's a wheel, just let you know. But I have ABS turned off or on, don't have a clue. I think it's on, maybe, I don't know, but I have ABS turned on, so I will lock up here and there. I'm still trying to get used to it, so don't worry if I lock up like that, where it just happened there now. So don't worry, still getting used to it. Try my best, hopefully for next episode, which is going to be in China, part 2. It'll be a bit better, but I will lock up here and there. Usually where I lock up is turn 3, 7, and the second last corner. I think it's 7. Wait, this is 3 now. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's turn 8, I think. Who cares? So do corner cut a little bit there. So it doesn't look like I'm like a pro. I don't lock up much. But in the race I lock up so much and the tires are pretty dreadful. Like there I lock up terribly. I need to get used to it. Didn't do much practice, but in China I will do much more practice sessions so I can get used to it. And I do corner cut down a little bit there, but I put a lot of effort into this and a lot of editing, so if you enjoy the video, like and subscribe and give me some tips down below for the game and for editing, so thank you. And ahead of me there is Ericsson of Suburb Ericsson. Oh, you know, it's a Toro Rosso of someone, but yeah. So, not running down the straight, and we finish with the 1:27.5. So I'm going for a second lap here. I'm on 101 AI, so it's not the easiest, it's not the hardest, it's good because of ABS. So I do break a little early there, go down 30 times, but I'll bring it back up again. Then I go a little bit wide there, which I will lose a little bit of time, but I lost time here for going for corner cutting a little bit. Go through there, that corner's fine for me. I just have the whole qualifying session just here. And then heading into turn 8, I think it is. And that's probably one of the best turns I will of that corner. It's the best turn in this video is what I have to say. But going down this mini back straight, I tapped the wall a little bit. And do it 7th gear. I'm not too sure if I should take that in 7th or 6th. 6th or 7th. But, because 7 bogs down a little bit. But on 6, it's too much revs and wheel spin. So, going around here, that's also an alright corner there. But in the race, I do absolutely terrible in it. I'm up the delta times by a good 7 tenths. And I finish with a 1:26.7, and then I lock up terribly here. I was about to do a third one, then I just started the corner really badly. So I just retired from session. No point, because I'm in a McLaren Honda, and I didn't do well. And surprisingly, Fernando Alonso finishes in 13th place with me in P18. Fernando Alonso going with a 1:25.8. for McLaren, but for me in P18 a 1:26.7. So that's a good just 9/10 of a second right there, and that's 9/10 of a second I will need to catch up. But now we're in the race, and race strategy says we should take softs to lap 16 and super softs till the end for 13 laps. And we have 31 laps of fuel we're going to put on, and I just increased that by 1. So we are going to start the race. I'm going for the one-stop strategy and 5 red lights. And away we go. Good, pretty decent start. I was not too sure. Good start from Ricardo, takes early penalties, and I missed the braking point, completely locking up both tires. I hit in the back of Stroll, but luckily no damage whatsoever. There's my teammate Fernando Alonso with Stroll right beside him, going side by side. Ricardo ahead of them. I brake really early, and me and Ricardo touch tires. Luckily no damage again, and I squeeze him in a little bit. We both touch again. I go up quite wide. I lift off a little bit. We both get really close together. The Kvyat's there. I still got down the inside, locking up, and safely into P12. And the replay of it, you could just see I go down the inside of Kvyat, and I didn't realize Ricardo was still on the outside of Kvyat. I thought he backed off, but he didn't, and Ricardo eventually got past Kvyat, and now Ricardo's pressuring me into lap 3 where DRS is available. You can see I lock up there. So I need to get used to the lockup system, but you know, it's a wheel. Like if I press down 5% on the wheel, it doesn't show up as a brake, but I need to press a little bit harder than that. But you can. Only reason I have some unnecessary footage because it's not an overly exciting race, and then I'm just showing you off how my racing style's like. Then Ricardo just there pressuring me. Not much happens here. Then we skip on to lap 4, where Massa takes over Kevin Magnussen. I get really close to Magnussen, and I switch over to Rich Revs now, and I'm so close. Only if it was a little bit longer, but sadly I could not catch up. It was really good exit as well, but just the McLaren, just the Honda Edge, it didn't work. I take a look down the inside, compromised for my line, and I lose the back end a little bit. Oh, so close. Just so close to catching up to Magnussen. And then, I lock up there. And then Ricardo tries to pressure me, but luckily he doesn't. And I get DRS activated, and I skip over to the second straight. I lock up hardly. I lock up really hard. Me and Ricardo touch wheels. Ricardo also locks up there. Luckily, no damage whatsoever. You can just see a replay of it. I lock up terribly, twice actually. And then you can see me scroll back to Ricardo, who also locks up his inside tire, and he goes wide a little bit, and just about I stay ahead of him. And then Ricardo's now pressuring me again. I try to stay on the inside. I think that's Raikkonen ahead of us. Yes, it is. I lock up that inside tire, push him wide a little bit, but yeah. Oh, and Kvyat has taken over Ricardo, it looks like. So Raikkonen making his first pit stop of the race, locking up that inside tire. It was too bad I couldn't catch up to Raikkonen or get DRS. But I mean, he's in a faster engine, so that's understandable. So we move on to lap 12, because nothing much happens, they just stay behind me. So I skipped like 4 laps, why this video is so short. Perez now catching me. I try to defend. I stay in the middle of the racetrack. I stay in the middle of the racetrack, and he doesn't defend me. And look at that! I've locked up so much. My front tires are 20% higher than the back, than the rear tires. I lock up there, trying to save my place from Perez, and he goes. I push him out a little bit wide. Luckily, I keep my place. And then. Oh no, oh yeah, I just have this because I just lock up terribly there. And then, oh yeah, safety car comes out, that's right, of Sebastian Vettel retiring on the side of the road. Then safety car comes out, switches into lead. Just, I need to get back in the pits, but he suggests me to do a 2-stop strategy. I was like, nah, we're doing a 1-stop, let's finish inside the top 10, and let's do our best on this race. So you could probably, I cut the corner a lot there. But if you just saw Sebastian Vettel on the left hand side, and a lot of us come into the pits, and I mean a lot of us. So now I bring it into the pits, I'll lock up the front tires, and Kvyat gets behind me. I was just hoping, please not everyone go into the pits, please let me get out safely. Looking behind me, hoping not to get held up, and like, seriously, really? And you can see me shifting through the gears. I got held up so much. And the only thing I can say about that is well done, Codemasters, for not making it so that I glitched through signs there. But you could just see me go back, and I was like, there's no point of flashbacking. I'm literally stuck there. Signs was waiting to get his change. Doesn't get his front wing changed even though he has front wing damage. But sadly, Fernando Alonso doesn't get ahead of Sainz. I was like, oh my, I just lost a place to Kvyat. And I need to gain 2 places to get in the top 10. Oh, I need to get past Kvyat to get in the top 10. But he was on the ultra soft tires, now we get racing again. He does need to make a stop, and so does a few other people ahead. Round the outside didn't work too well. I tried to see down the inside, but I go back into slipstream, hoping to get down the inside here. Yes, I do. I brake really late, corner cut a little bit there, but that's a pretty good pass, pretty sweet pass. He tries to come back going around the outside. Me trying to save these tires, lock up on that inside tire. I need to get used to this, really. Try not to lock up so much. But again, I lock up a little bit there. Perez is so close. I need to find a way to get past. Or I need to find a way to get pace. I put 2 new upgrades for our aerodynamics and our powertrain. So hopefully it helps us. But I'm going to mainly focus on powertrain, because the reliability and the slowness of the McLaren Honda is not good. Lock up both tires. Oh yes, and I did mid-session save. So, oh yes, Fernando Alonso is put out of this race. Mechanical failure. McLaren Honda, obviously. Sadly there, he gets put out for mechanical failure. But now you can see behind me, Kvyat was going to pit. You can see the arrow, and I was wondering, where's Kvyat going? I thought he was going inside, down my inside, but he was just going into the pits. And I gained quite a few places as Kvyat and Valtteri Bottas pits. And if you didn't know, somehow Lewis Hamilton ends up behind me. It was for the pits because I changed all the pits, and it was just Valtteri Bottas and Daniel Kvyat. But Massa tries to pressure me now. I keep it down the inside, just defending, just hoping to stay ahead. Just see there. Sweet move. Then, it's always here where they always pass me. I need to like fix the brakes or something, because I just keep on locking up. Now Felipe Massa's down the inside. I tried to cut him off aggressively. Then I go into the grass, lose the back end a little bit. Here's the replay. He doesn't know where to go. Outside, inside. He goes down the inside. I outbrake him. And yeah. Now Felipe Massa, Valtteri Bottas, Grosjean, Bottas, and Hamilton is here now. And we both touch tires a little bit. I leave him some space down the inside, but now not Lewis, Bottas. Hamilton, oh gee, I can't. Valtteri Bottas has got past Felipe Massa. Round the outside, Lewis Hamilton still at the back of the train. And now, pressure me is Valtteri Bottas. I keep it down the inside, go wide onto the grass. But you can see there, he tried to keep it on the outside, but I cut in the middle aggressively, and you can see he does outbrake me, but I do have that inside line corner cut a little bit, and I aggressively. Luckily, it didn't break off any of his wing. Yes. So now Valtteri. Oh, Lewis. Oh yeah, I lost Valtteri Bottas. Then I deleted the clip. Valtteri Bottas did get past me, but I accidentally deleted the clip. So you can see that Lewis Hamilton tried to go down the inside. I stayed on the outside. I went a little bit wide, so I covered on the inside of Lewis Hamilton. Valtteri I can't speak. I stay ahead of Lewis Hamilton just about, pushing my wide a little bit. Well, hope it's kind of clean racing, and you can see there again 20% more than my rear tires on my front tires. And Grosjean and Hamilton is just fighting it out there. Currently P9, hoping to score points, and now Hamilton, Grosjean's there. Hamilton, Grosjean's everywhere, and then yellow flags go out. I corner cut down a little bit, and Lewis Hamilton has spun the car around. I had to keep my line, so I kept my line, and looks like he was spun around, and just I'm just gonna let you watch. Oh no, Lewis, no, Lewis. Oh no. He finished P17 in this race. I thought Grosjean would come in more aggressively, or would keep his line, but he didn't, so not too sure. Maybe it's just a racing incident. But I'm coming home to take P9 point position on my McLaren F1 debut. Oh, just happy to finish, to get 2 points for McLaren Honda. Just happy to do this. Oh jeez, I'm not too sure, to be honest. But you can see there, Ferrari of Kimi Raikkonen wins the Australian Grand Prix. Popped up, I think, somewhere. Oh, and is that Max Verstappen? Red Bull coming in third place with Daniel Ricciardo in second. So that's a 2-3 finish for Red Bull. If I am right. There's Romain Grosjean in 10th place, in 10th position. I said that really French, did I? Romain Grosjean. Right. So you can see there, I think Red Bull are leading in the Constructors' Championship. I think Vettel came fourth, but I'm not too sure if it's a tie or not. So that's the celebrations there. Look it up. Happy photo. Great for Red Bull. So you can see me there finishing in P9 with my best lap of 1:28.8. And oh no, wait, where did? Oh, he's Sebastian Vettel DNF. That's right. You see, Valtteri Bottas got ahead of Lance Stroll. That record coming from P15 on the grid, finishes P3, even though I held him up. Damn, jeez. And then Fernando Alonso sadly DNF. Started for P11 on the grid, doing a one stop. But you know things. I mean, he did well in Q2, but sadly did not get in Q3. Looking at the standings now, I'm currently P9 of the standings because I finished in P9. But looking at this, Red Bull ahead of Scuderia Ferrari by 8 points. Mercedes, Haas and Force India ahead of Mercedes. But I pressed the wrong button here, I'm taking it back. But thank you guys, and see you in the next episode. Peace.